Hello, I'm Hans and you're not, and welcome to my channel. Today we'll be talking about the Helm Khuraburi Ti, and it looks like this. And here it is on a bracelet on my 22cm wrist, and that's like 8.2 inches. The Khuraburi Ti features a grade 2 brushed titanium case and bracelet, Seiko Instruments automatic movement, screw down caseback and crown, sapphire crystal, luminous sapphire bezel, and a 300-meter depth ISO 6425 rating. So this watch can take pretty much everything you might throw at it. The Khuraburi Ti also includes a nylon strap, and personally I think it is the best option during the summer for this watch and for divers in general in the summer. And when you purchase this watch, you get to choose between different nylon straps, colors, and single pass or regular pass NATOs. The size of the watch is a diameter from 12 till 6 o'clock is 42 millimeters, and with a crown it measures at 45 millimeters, and the bezel diameter is 43 millimeters. Lug to lug is 49 millimeters, and the lug width is 22 millimeters. The height is 16 millimeters. 16 millimeters. So it's quite a chunky watch. Just to compare the height to my Casio Oceanus S100, that is 10.5 millimeters of height. Here you can see what 16 millimeters looks like. Specs alone doesn't really tell the whole truth. So from the specs you could imagine that the Helm would be like a giant compared side by side to the Casio Oceanus. The Casio Oceanus has a total of 41.5 millimeter including crown, but it's not really that big compared to it, except for the height that I showed you. Now for the bracelet, it's a titanium bracelet, and FC1 titanium clasp has a brushed finish. It's 22 millimeters of course, and it tapers down to 20 millimeters at the clasp. And the clasp is signed with a nice Helm logo, and it's a good bracelet. It fits the watch well, and as you can see there are screw down pins, not push pins. That's a big advantage for some people, including myself. As you also can see, there are drilled lugs, so it's quite easy to change the bracelet and remove the spring bars. The caseback is a screwed down titanium. The crown is a brushed titanium, screwed down, and it's at 4 o'clock as you can see. It's 8 millimeters in diameter, and it is signed as you can see here. The crystal, double dome sapphire with internal anti-reflective coating, and I think the anti-reflective coating is super impressive. Don't have the facts about how many layers, but somebody might know, and if you do know, please comment below. Thanks. Another thing that I really appreciate is, like mentioned, the crown, and also the applied indices are phenomenal, and the size is on the spec side, it's on the big side, but it's super comfortable to wear. It's light, and it sits super well on the wrist. So what don't I like about this watch? I mentioned the height. I wish it was a few millimeters thinner, like maybe perhaps max 14 millimeters. And the quality, like I said, seems very good, and there is one exception to that, and it might be just my watch. I have not heard of others with the same issue, and you probably or might have noticed it during this video. Have a look at some of the bezel details, see here and here. I'll get back to that in another video because it's a testament to the brand, how they deal with customer complaints. So, and I think this video is long enough, so I'll do a short one about that as a follow-up soon. But my conclusion is that you should get on the waiting list as soon as possible. Currently, there's a few thousand people ahead of you if you sign up today, and that might take you a year or two, I suppose, but you will get there. I've had offers from Helm to buy all their watches now, and I started signing up a couple of years ago. And the first watch I got was the Vanity. It's stainless steel, and I really like that one too, but I found it a bit too heavy and a bit too chunky for my liking. And I sold it, and to my surprise, it was super easy to sell. Took me a week or so. I got about the same amount that I ended up paying for it, and I'm on the waiting list for the titanium version now on the Vanity. I think that's going to be a keeper, and I know for a fact that this one is a keeper. I'm never going to sell it. The packaging itself is all in all very good. Now the box is perhaps the least impressive. Pretty standard cardboard box, but what's inside? Let's see. So nothing spectacular, but a decent paper box, warranty card, test document, and a very nice personal touch here, personal greeting from the company. Thanks for choosing a Helm watch. We hope you enjoy the Khuraburi and that it serve you well. Wear it in good health. All the best, Helm. And there's a fiber cloth, microfiber cloth, 2 stickers, there's extra spring bars and a screwdriver. The rubber strap that you see here is also from Helm. It's a nice quality and it looks good on the watch. Of course it does. Helm has a good attention to details. Helm has fantastic lume. If you watched all the lume battles for various channels, you know that they are considered one of the best in the market. This is no exception. The lume is spectacular and you can almost use it as a flashlight. So here's the pocket shot. Not much to say about that, but that is the pocket shot. Let's talk a little bit about the movement. And you might not think there's a lot to say about this movement. After all, it's pretty standard Seiko instrument movement. In my watch there's the NH38, that's the no date version. The watch movement of course has hacking and manual winding functions, which is always a good thing. Standard pretty much 21,600 beats per hour and 24 joules. And a power reserve of 40 hours, which is also pretty much standard these days. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because the stated fabric accuracy from Seiko Instruments is nothing spectacular. It's -20 to +40 seconds per day. And usually a Seiko watch with this kind of movement does way better than these factory standards, but I have had at least 10 watches with this movement, and they have all been within ±10 seconds. Some have been really good, impressively good, and this is no exception. This watch, and mine in particular, I cannot attest to other Helm watches, but this watch is within the COSC specs. It only gains or loses a second or two on a daily basis when I wear it. It's super impressive. So hats off to both Seiko Instruments for making this great movement, and to Helm for actually taking the extra mile, because it turned out. I was curious if they had regulated this movement, or if I was just extremely lucky. So I emailed them and I got a quick reply from Matt, the owner of Helm watches. And this is one of the cool things about micro brands. Get a reply from the owner quite fast. And guess what he said? Each movement is checked twice for accuracy, once before and once after assembly, and regulated as necessary to run at slightly better than Seiko Instruments' stated accuracy of -20 to +40 seconds per day. However, since Seiko's stated accuracy is on the conservative side, an NH38 movement can generally be trusted to run quite a bit more accurately than the stated specifications, most perform better than our target accuracy within any regulation required. Your Khuraburi's excellent accuracy is largely a testament to Seiko craftsmanship and quality control. Top 3 reasons you should get on the Helm waiting list as soon as possible. 1. It's a spec monster. 2. Value for money is phenomenal. 3. The waiting list is long, it takes years, and it's growing by every day. So get on the waiting list. And bonus, good packaging, good customer service, good quality, great accuracy. Now, do you need more reasons? No, we don't. Get on that waiting list. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks a bunch. It really helps me grow, as you know. So growing from 0 to 1 is 100%. Remember? Thanks. So there we have it. The whole video. Probably the world's longest Helm Kuhraburi Ti video ever made. I bet. But thanks for watching. It's been a pleasure doing it. And yeah, it's too long. So cheers. Until the next time. Bye.